Of train stations, here is a great example everywhere of a particular period of architecture, whenever an individual believes that was. Perhaps one reason for this being that the 20th century very much was relying on the existent rail networks in the UK, leaving no choice than to keep a large number of them. Not so practical to get rid of, and more in the public's spectrum, unlike those private hidden away places where you can act freely without notice. Most people know of the famous great steel, iron and glass city interchanges, St Pancras and Waterloo, London, that also have as front pieces the classical stone arches, small rectangular deep-set windows and statuettes. These also connect to the city's underground, which is a whole different line of inquiry. There are also thousands of smaller stations in towns and villages. Some have had areas fenced and boarded up, being left to crumble, as I noticed in Shrewsbury recently, always pushing the action to the newer built sections where possible. Elsewhere though, as in Cardiff, the building stands in proper condition, the stone cleaned and repointed. Bangor Union Station is a minor one. There is the oblong original ticket office and facilities. There can be seen an interesting mixture of brick and stone and paint. The roof and multiple elegant variegated chimneys are there also. The suggestion being that although they had access to electricity, using it extensively where appropriate, it wasn't defining or dominating in the production of heat or movement. Especially when you have access in Wales to so much good coal and rapid rivers. Not being high-tech in everything doesn't make the old worlders incapable of producing the vehicles and gadgets of today, which are in the main noisy, unlong-lasting, dangerous and increasingly ugly. Bangor Station is in the Italianate classical style, 1848. It's just more categories to jam into the 1800s, rather than lots of different architects, maybe from further afield over the earth plane. Hence to the Moorish influence over a long period that's left this variation. The architect is Francis Thompson. Like our friends Hare and Hopper, his history makes one wonder if these people are real. Born 1808, dies 1895. Wikipedia says most of his immediate family were builders. So, quote, although at first sight Thompson was young and inexperienced, Robert Stevenson, the engineer for the North Midland Railway, recruited him to be the railway company's architect in February 1839, aged 31. From then on, it's the long list. In these early days in Derby, he, quote, designed a complete railway town, as you do. Next, below, Derby Trijunk Station, described as, cringe, the first really great station. His original wife and his second both die. He marries again and emigrates to Canada. It is two possible techniques of obfuscation here. No one likes to question someone who's died young. Then moving abroad also complicates things. Especially suspicious is Wikipedia's last comment, which has been seen before in relation to other achievers. He died in poverty without leaving a will. Left, photograph of Thompson in classic pose, curtain background, as seen in portraits of aristocracy right back in the 17th century, but in formal black dress befitting the time. Can't quite imagine this guy up scaffolding with a chisel in his hand like Michelangelo, however. Right, a simple illustration of Barnsley Station with, quote, a fine semicircular open porch flanked by Venetian windows. Below, Derby Tri-Junction, 1980s. Top, Waterloo Station, etched into everyone's mind who passes by or under the entrance, which is a lot of people. Below, a scene inside from the 1970s.